Hello there, Master Hellish here, and welcome back to my Open TTD Let's Play series. As you can see, the trains are really starting to stack up round here, and I have no idea why. You broke down, waiting for a free path. You broke down. I think you had broke down. Can't be helped when a train breaks down. The only way that these guys are going to get out of this station, I think, is if I actually make it more palatable in terms of the amount of room there is on the track. I mean, look at them. They're queuing up, waiting, one by one. I think I need to do something about this. So, do Lincoln like me enough to remove this? Oh, yes, they do. Good. And then what I'm going to do, we're going to have another line. It's going to come up here. We're going to have a tunnel here. We're going to have a bridge. Cross this gap again. I need to change the land height here slightly just to accommodate this bridge. There we go. We don't want to get in the way of any of the animals in this valley. Let's get this bit down there as well. Put a tunnel through. Here. And how much of this am I going to follow? All the way down to here, I think. Okay. So, let's put before the tunnel, we're going to have a crossover here. And I'm going to put signals in just before it. Remove that one after it. And there's going to be signals just before these two as well. So we remove this. Oops. No, that we're fine. Remove that one. Yep, we're okay there. And I'm just going to put that like that. So they should be able to path to it. That one's broken down, but we won't worry about that. Through the tunnels, coming out the other side. Immediately, as soon as we get down on the flats, I'm going to put one in like this. Signals just before it. Let's remove this one and remove that one. Again, here, signals just before a crossover. He won't path to that yet. Again, up here, signals before a crossover. Signal there, remove this one. Are we just jamming getting in? Yeah, it looks like it. We had a broken down train and now we've just got a bit of a jam. Let's remove these signals. Put in the track here. So many misclicks, this is terrible. There we go. So then we want signals just before here, so we go on the move. Sorry, the merge. And let's put signals in here. Remove that one. Okay, that should help with the flow out of Lincoln a little bit. These tunnels and bridges are always going to cause some problems. But that's just the way it is there. Do we have a problem with the flow out of Spalding and Louth? It doesn't look like it. Why did you turn around? Because this signal's the wrong way. There we go. Maybe that could do with being two tracks in each direction, but in this late stage of the game, I'm not sure we're going to be able to get to that. Because we're going to put some more stations in. I want to put in some stations, and I want to do at New Lincoln what I did at Louth last episode, but do it well. Because if you look at all the trains that are going around this loop, they're not really making any profits. In fact, last year it was terrible. They're costing us around 50,000 each to run, which isn't good. But I've got a feeling I might be able to get this right. So we're going to do number of tracks 1 still. No, wait, 2. And we're going to do platform length 3. Okay. I'm going to put these in as close as I can to some of these more built up areas, I think. So let's do one there. And one here, I think. And then what we'll do is that we will just shave that hill down a little bit. Okay, I didn't realise it was that size, but never mind. And we're going to add onto the side of New Lincoln North. And we will probably leave it like that. This station here is terrible. It really is. Do Lincoln like me enough to remove all this? Looks like it. Okay, let's put... Should we do a terminus? No, we won't do a terminus. That in? Building must be demolished. What building? I want it here. Oh. Okay. There we go. Right. That's going to have to be the way in. Just because of space. I'm going to build this up here. And we're going to have a bridge right across. Like that. And I can't see very well what's going on here. Like the land goes off in a funny direction. No, that's not going to be good for signals. Need to remove that. Let's get these two lowered. Up, no, bring it up. There we go. Right. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Because now I can put a signal in here, you see. Like this. One before the split, one coming out like that. And can I get a bridge across here? Good. Okay. So I think we're going to go through this station twice. So let's just strip the land back that little bit more. I didn't mean to do it as much as I did last time. Brilliant. So we're going to come through here. Like that, maybe. And then this one, oh dear, this isn't pretty, but hopefully it will be okay. We're going to have to go round this farm to get over here to New Lincoln East. So if we come in this way, must demolish station. I don't want to demolish the station. In's going to be on this side. So if I do that like this, flatten that down, bring that across. There's, ooh, didn't mean to do that. Get out of there. Give it a little bit of an exit ramp. And bring this right down. Plenty of space there for us to work with. Okay. Oh, hang on a minute. This is a loop, isn't it? So I didn't need to make quite as much space as I did. Oh well, never mind. I might need to make some tweaks as I go along to kind of sort things out, make the signalling work better, but we shall see. Okay, there's the basic loop. Let's start over here, put some signals in. So we've got the signals coming in, come out and round. Exit lines, signals coming out and then going into the bridge. That works for me. Signal coming up to the bridge, signal coming out of the bridge. It gets to choose which line it goes down into. The station will allow it one waiting. Signals on the way out. Now we shouldn't really have these signals on the way in. So that if these signals are here on the way into the station, then the train can't see what platforms are available. So let's remove those two signals. Carry on the circuit. So let's go here. Oh, I didn't mean to do it every two. Can I change it just by overriding it like this? No, can't. So let's just remove every other signal. There we go. That looks a little bit better. It's not signal central then. I'm going to remove both of these because I want to put one there and one there-ish. Exits fine like that. One here. Same with the entrance there. One signal there and one about there. Brilliant. Okay, now hopefully this is going to bring in some big cash. Let's put these depots at a few random places. They're all on the outside. Need room for a depot on the inside. There's one on the inside there. That'll do. Okay. So these new vehicles, we're going to get the Pegasus again, but this time, instead of having one stupid little carriage, we've got 5. That's more like it, I reckon. Much more like it. And we're going to do some orders on it first before I clone it. Go to. Now which depot did I do it at? I did it at that depot. So the first place it's going to go is New Lincoln North. Then after going to New Lincoln North, it's going to go down to New Lincoln East. Then from New Lincoln East, it's going to come back up to New Lincoln North. And then from New Lincoln North, it's going to go to Tardingwell, which is actually in the Lincoln City edges, but never mind. And I reckon, because we can have 2 at each station, let's do a batch of 6. Yeah, let's do a batch of 6 and see how that goes. So the idea is that this one should work a lot better than the previous one I did in Louth, and there's a few reasons for that. First of all, these stations are much closer to large amounts of population. For example, New Lincoln North already has, it's just had 2 trains at it, and it's 100 passengers nearly. There's plenty of passengers going to be there. New Lincoln East, we're not going to get too many passengers around here, I don't think. There is a little bit of larger buildings in the catchment, but it's not going to be as fantastic as some of the other places. Tardingwell, though, should have a very large amount of passengers once it gets going. So there's the first train that's gone through. So as you can see now, the passengers are going to build up. So let's zoom out slightly. Let's get the stations up and have a look, see how things are going. So if I put New Lincoln East down there, New Lincoln North over here, and we've already got Tardingwell. The trains are going to go around. Let's just check on the trains list. Let's sort by number and go down to the bottom of the list because that's where our new ones will be. Here they are. So we're going to be looking for profits of these trains going around. We're also going to be looking to make sure that they don't jam up too much. So let's zoom in a little bit. No jams at Tardingwell. That's pretty good. And our station count has gone up now. We've got 3 more stations. Why is this train waiting for a free path? It should be able to go into the other platform. Ah, it's because I haven't got signals on the exit. Okay, I'm going to have to do some work on that in a moment. How we're looking here at New Lincoln North. Yeah, we've got the shuttle trains going in both ways. We've got nearly 1,000 passengers at New Lincoln North. Those passengers and all these carriages will make sure that these trains are in profit. Even 200 odd at Tyningwell. New Lincoln East hasn't really got that many passengers, but you know, 2 out of 3 isn't too bad in terms of good stations. And let's have a look. Let's have a look here. Yep, they're all earning me a profit. 30,000, 19, 13. So, slightly longer vehicles, better station loading, and it works a lot better than this little sort of thing over here with one tiny carriage. It costs too much to run compared to the size of the carriage. But that's going to have brought our rating up a bit, so that's quite good. Now, I'm just going to have to go and fix Tyningwell. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of space for me to do this. In fact, I'm stumbling about how I'm going to manage to do it with the height change. So what I might do is I might take the station out completely and try and incorporate the height into the station. Oh, the town hate me now. Let's put some trees in, see if they'll like me then. I'm terribly sorry about moving the land. I really didn't mean to do it that much. It was just an accident. Local authority now think I'm good. Excellent, that's good. So I want it here. There it is. So now it can go in straight into the station. From the signal changes, and now I can have those all important exit signals, which allows. Now I've got to be careful here because these trains could crash if I don't link this up correctly, and we don't want any crashes, do we? So first things first, the signals, then the track. There we go. So this means now that both platforms can be used at Tyningwell. We'll have a better flow of trains coming through. There we go. You see both platforms being used now. There's a little bit of a backlog because, of course, I've been messing around with the land and stuff. And we've got a UFO, of course. What would this game be without lots of UFOs? This has certainly been the UFO game. There we go. We've got a viewpoint of that on one of the old main lines. Right, there we go then. So that's 3 more stations in the world. Bringing our rankings up just that little bit more, and this time making us some money. What I might do, I'm going to keep this service going around here. I don't want to annoy the people of Louth any further by having a service that is shoddy, and I mean, they are making money as they go around, but it just seems to be that they're costing more to run. I suppose it's costing me money whilst they're sat there not moving, waiting for the loading and unloading. So that's not good at all. But we've got these 3 new stations in around Lincoln, some extra passenger movement, and some extra cash. We're just about to breach the 2 million. God, I wish we had. I wish we'd had 2 billion back when we had 2 million. Let's just make sure. I mean, this minimum profit of between 0 and 10,000, I'm not sure is going to be possible. If we sort by profit last year and ignore these ones going around Louth, because I could get rid of them. I know why they're not making profit. We can ignore that. But let's have a look at the other stuff. Things like these valuables vans here. A lot of these valuables are being transferred, and transfer doesn't seem to really kick in the profit. I mean, overall, moving them from one place to another and then into New Lincoln is good, but it's just not kicking out that profit, is it? We've got a couple that are stopped. Why are you stopped? I think I stopped you because the gold mine is no longer there. There was a gold mine here at Sleaford Mines, so we can get rid of you. And this one, why are you stopped? I'm not sure. Oh, I think this train that stopped here is part of that old shuttle service, so I'm going to just get rid of that one. That was part of the old service that used to come out here to our road network. I'm fairly sure anyway. So we'll get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. But apart from a couple... You know what? Apart from a couple of gold ones, we might actually be able to sort this out in terms of minimum profit. I don't know if it takes last year's minimum profit. I don't know. But if I get rid of these trains here, the ones that are going around Louth, then the number of stations I use might go down. I don't know how that is calculated. So we'll have to see about that. Okay, so I've got some more information here about the detailed performance rating. So let's have a quick look and a quick talk about that before we wrap up for today. Because you see, and what I'm trying to do is get a really good score. We've had a good game, we've had good fun, built lots of stuff, and we're coming towards the end now, and the only thing that's ahead of us is the score. So let's check that out. Of course, vehicle count doesn't really need to be explained too much. You get no points for no vehicles and 100 points for at least 120 vehicles. You do not get any more points for more than 120. Number of stations, station parts a company owns. Okay, so these are the number of individual stations a company owns. No points for 0, 100 points for at least 80 stations. We might be able to work on that next episode, get those station counts up even more. Lowest profit for vehicles at least 2 years old. Okay, so we get 0 points if they're at 0 or less, and we get 100 points if they're 10,000 or more. So let's have a look at the vehicle list. If we get rid of these ones at Louth, see, looking at these, last year's profit 12, 12. We could get quite a high score, but it's these valuables ones that aren't really cutting the jib. Places like Stamford and so forth just aren't producing enough. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to get these trains to go backwards and forwards straight away. We've got 2 trains on this route at the minute. We're going to have one. So that's that one sorted out. This one, let's go over to, where are we? Sleaford Other Mines. Yeah, there's a couple there, so we're going to send you to the depot as well. Get rid of you. One train on the line should help the profit of the other train. Our ratings will go down a little bit, but hey, whatever. So which one's this one? Let's go over here. Scunthorpe West. Ah yes, this shuttle service down to here. It's quite a good one. We have got 2 there. I'm going to get rid of one of them. Where is he? It's this one down here. So there we go. Straight away and in. Let's pin that. Let's pin this train here because we need to get rid of that one. And I'm not just selling trains that I think are not profitable to try and get the score up. Now let me just explain what I am doing. I'm removing trains where there are 2 trains doing the same route so that they're not splitting the cargo between them and waiting around too long. If I remove one of them, the other one will be at full more often. If it's full more often, it will make more journeys, more money. So that's really the idea of that. Because pretty much everything else is 100% on the board. I could work on stations a bit more, and I probably will next time. But that's all from this time. Thank you very much for watching, and until I see you again, goodbye.